Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where the audience, the citizens in the city of sarcasm, run the show. Get your sporting questions in the chat. I will star all of the better questions and I will get to them. Actually, that being said, if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So I will star your question if you are a member. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your question as well. As you can see from the title, Choupo Moting linked to Manchester United. So he's open to the move to Manchester United, like Jez being open to Beyonce being his gal. Like, what a surprise. Obviously, of course, as well, Liverpool put 4 past Bournemouth to extend their lead at the top of the table. Obviously, they're the main 2 talking points. I see people in the chat already mentioning about Manchester United taking Manchester City CEO Omar Barada. So I'm sure we'll get questions on that, plus more. But like I said, get your questions in. Big up to everyone who just joined over from the raid as well, from Saeed's channel. Big up to everyone who was already here as well. Make sure you hit that like button though. Whether you're watching live right now or watching this back after the live, run up the likes, people. Hit that like button. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. And on top of those 2 things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And why is my name not on the screen? There we go. That's me, Flawless, on Twitter and Instagram, at Sarcasm City TV on all socials. So make sure you retweet and like from the Twitter. Make sure you follow on the Twitter and share from the Instagram. Make sure you following across as well. Yes, Eddie, I got you. I'm going to send you the link in a second. Big up to 13, high as fuck. Big up Stephanie G. S. Madison says, Choupo Moting, seriously, that's who we've been linked with. And for all those people who didn't want Benzema, you deserve this. Big up to Amber in the cut as well. And yeah, man, the likes ratio is disgusting. There's over 100 people in here and we're only at 22 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Yes, there will be clubs after. Don't worry about that. We will be running clubs after. We'll probably redirect as well. And yes, early likes really help the channel grow. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Roll to 10,000 subscribers. We also got Steve in the building as well. Yes, Steve, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, bro. What about you?
God bless, man.
Just been watching both footballs all day, really. So can't complain. Got work in a few hours, so just doing what I do.
Really. You already know, man. Yeah. Make sure you lot subscribe to Strasbourg, Steve. His link is underneath in the description, I believe. I also think it's on the featured channel page as well, but I will add it to the title. But one of the mods put the link for his channel in the comment section. Anyway, I need to double check that, but I think so. And everyone else you see on the channel on a regular basis, their channels are underneath in the description, also on the featured channel page as well. Yeah, Warrior J, if you got a question, feel free to ask the question. Again, members, ask the question. Ryan, don't worry, I'm going to send you the link in a second as well. Give me 1 second. Where we at? Who was I sending this to?
Oh, Eddie.
Say again? Yeah, Eddie, that's it. Yep. You right. Hold up. 1 second. Send the link through to Eddie as well. Right. Is that even the right link? Yes, it is. Flawless. Thoughts on Liverpool for Bournemouth? No, this shameless Ryan guy might say something about this match as well. He was in a group chat chatting shit, talking about he's worried. Like, all right, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it if he was like, oh, it's a potential banana skin, tough game. Yes. But in typical Ryan fashion, he has to be over the top and all dramatic like they were playing Real Madrid. Like, concerned? Yes. I fully hear that. Fully hear the concern thing, because it is Bournemouth in regards to they're a good team. They're a team who's in good form, I should add. But this guy was going on like they were playing prime Barcelona. Oh, worried. Concerned, like you're not still strong favorites for the game.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, they draw the game. But hey, we move. But thoughts on the game? I've picked Liverpool 3-1, and they're just irritatingly efficient. That's one thing I've said, and it's not a surprise. I wanted to be wrong about it. It's something I wanted to be wrong about in terms of the level that Liverpool are. I said at the start of the season, they're the closest to Manchester City. I stand by that. I think they're the second best team in the league. I still think City win the league, but if City don't win the league, it'll be between Liverpool. I think those 2 teams are a cut above everybody else. When people are like, oh, Liverpool, Arsenal, actually, a cut above is too far. I think Liverpool are better than Arsenal is what I'd say. Again, if someone wants to argue Arsenal are better, cool. But I think Liverpool are a better side than Arsenal. This is why I predicted Liverpool second, Arsenal third. So yeah, I'm not gonna switch up on that. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. Liverpool efficient, didn't give Bournemouth a kick going forward, defensively solid. What are you saying, Steve? I'm not sure if you watched that game, because I know you was watching a few different games. I'm not sure if you caught it.
Yeah, I had that game on too. First half was pretty it was not one-sided, but Liverpool were the better, but I mean Bournemouth played all right. They played all right that first half, but then the second half, Jota made the difference really. That guy is reliable, that guy is efficient, like you said about Liverpool. He's just a difference maker. Like he goes really, really under the radar, I think sometimes. Because the guy isn't a flashy footballer. It's not like he has an amazing skill set, but he has a very valuable quality. Scores goals, knows how to finish. And that ultimately is why they are better than an Arsenal, because they have a guy like Diogo Jota who knows how to score goals no matter what. Arsenal don't. Arsenal don't have a guy they can rely to on the bench or starting where it's like, yeah, I think you could score. They have a lot of good goal scorers, of course, but no one reliable to the level of a Diogo Jota. So, yeah, he's a stud, Jota. He really is a stud. So, and then once the second one went in, it was like, yeah, it's pretty much game over. But yeah.
Fez. Yo, Ryan, I sent your jokes off the link. I don't even know what you're saying you didn't do. Anyway, Eddie's in the cut. Yes, Eddie, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
Yes, Sirski. What up, though?
What up, though? Good to see you. Good to see you as always, my bro. Good to see you as always.
Join this Sunday, being lazy as hell as I'm supposed. But yeah, shout out to the chat. You know,
right.
Fucking Liverpool, like I said, they might play haram football, but they fucking score goals, you know?
Yeah, man. They're annoyingly efficient, man. Said this.
Yeah, but to Steve's point, like the guy, I don't know if any other team in the league can bring a player like. Did Jota come off the bench or did he start?
Nah, Jota started. It was Jota, Nunez, and Diaz. That was the front three that started.
Yeah, but like even so, then when Salah comes, he goes back to the bench, and it's kind of like, who has that kind of attacking quality in the league?
Yeah, it's just them. It's literally them and City.
It's them. I wouldn't even put City because I think City is they're kind of, you know, they get Haaland when he comes back into form. They get KDB, but I'm talking about like that front three, right? I think like their front three, low key at full strength, it might be the most clinical front three in the world because I can't think of another. Except for Diaz, I don't think Diaz is always the most clinical, and you can say the same about Nunes, but I guess that's the firepower, you know?
Yeah,
that firepower is outrageous, and then it just overwhelms teams. Bournemouth did what they could, and then the second half turned around, and they just turned it up to a whole nother level. So, as I can affectionately say, fuck Liverpool, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm with that. Fuck Liverpool. That is a fact. And hey, big up Beijing Reds, man, in the cut. Bless up Flawless and Steve. Big up to Beijing Reds TV. You'll see me over on their channel next week. I need to pattern that with them. Victor's also in the cut. Yes, Victor, what are you saying? You good?
What's up, Victor?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm good. How's the people? How's everyone doing?
Yep. You already know, man. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. We're better than Arsenal as well because we have a better team, a better manager, and a better mentality. Yes. I told you 2 out of these. I've been telling you 2 out of these 3 things all season long. Nothing has changed. Your team hasn't changed and your manager hasn't changed. But again, you was in your feelings, so that's why you didn't see this. It's not like there's been a January window and like the things are switched up.
Yeah.
You had a better manager than them at the start of the season. You had a better team than them at the start of the season. Why you couldn't see this, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. Nothing's changed. What? But hey, it's feelings. That's
you're more accomplished than Arsenal. You're better at home than Arsenal. You're trusted in bigger games more than Arsenal. You have better players man for man than Arsenal, not just the squad. Yeah.
Beijing Red says, I have said that we have the best attacking front 5 in the Prem, Diaz, Salah, Nunez, Jota, and Gakpo. Fez? Right. Andrew K says, Sesko worth a punt at 50 million euros release clause this summer. This is definitely a question for you, Steve. I know you watch him more closely than I do anyway.
Yeah, with Šeško.
You convinced? You think he's the real deal?
He's a good player, but I want him to establish himself a bit more at RB Leipzig. But he's strong. tall, powerful. He's quick. One of the goals he created on Saturday versus Leverkusen was excellent. He dragged out Jonathan Tah way out of position, bullied him, took a nice touch, and then squared it to Xavi Simons, who scored an excellent goal. So he's got hella quality, man. He really does. He just needs to establish himself a bit more. But he is very, very promising, Šeško. If it was only 50 mil, yeah, do it all day, because he'll be £100 million player if he keeps up, playing very well. So he is a good player, man. Really like Šeško. So.
Yes. And hey, shout out my G Northside in the cup, man. You lot make sure you go subscribe to one of the most entertaining content creators out here, bar none. Says big up Flawless, big up to you, my G. Arsenal won one game, so I'm currently hiding from Super Gooners. Hey, shout out to Northside. You don't want to end up when he does the reaction to your videos. You do not want to end up on them, but shout out to Northside each and every time as well. Justice says this is Arsenal's last year in the top 4. They are pretenders. Nobody would take an Arsenal player over a player at another squad, 0 top talent. Just as big up to you, but as always, you doing too much here. In regards to saying it's their last year in top 4, I have to see how everybody looks at the end of the season. In regards to them being pretenders, that's if you have them as something they're not, which I do here. Yeah. No, I would there's definitely players I would take. Like, let's stop that. There is players I would take from that team. They have some good players. They do.
I'll take Saliba any day. Saliba any day.
Saliba, yeah. 100% I'm taking Saliba. Without doubt, I'm taking Saliba. I think we've already seen with the likes of, Northside just got mudded anyway. We already seen when Jesus was at Manchester City. Effective squad player. Play him out wide. Him as a backup winger is no problem. Saka's of a certain quality.
Martinelli.
Right?
I'll take the whole team apart from Havertz. Saka's
a good player, Eddie. He's not a world beater, but he's a good player.
If he was under
sorry, you have to think of a team. He definitely starts ahead of Anthony. Definitely starts ahead of Garnacho.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Saka's a good player. Like I obviously don't get mistaken. I think he got overrated. But yeah, that's true.
Same here. Standards on the floor. Same.
Like I rate Rice. Like as much as I like Chris, like I don't think Rice is world class. I think that's where things get mistaken. I think they have good players and that's it.
Yeah,
I just don't think they're top, like they're all like top class, like world class type of thing. When they have a lot of good players, or good to above average. But you're not taking those players over another choice. Who's the other choice? Yeah, we need to say what's the choices. Am I taking Saliba over most? Yes. I think Saliba's. If
you love Virgil van Dijk, I'm taking Saliba.
I think Saliba's, he's the one that I look at and go, I think he's the real deal. The rest, no, but that applies to most. That applies to, when I think about it, Liverpool, I'm not, again, but what's the choices?
Exactly. What's the choice?
Yeah, you have to hit me with when you say the choices. Elaborate. It's a good point, Justice. This could be could be going to heading somewhere well. But you have to say, like, go further with it in regards to let us know. Flawless, check out my Twitter post on Paul Tierney, fraud and should be fired. Is that the referee? Why? What did he do, Bajan Reds? I will check it out, but what did he do? What is it?
He's always doing stupidness because he's a Premier League ref.
Yeah, but that's Premier League referees.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So
I don't know. AFCON, VAR is working perfectly.
Yeah.
And Premier League VAR is shit.
Yes, because that's intentional. That's intentional.
Yeah, and yet they want to blame VAR. Yeah, sure, man. Sure. Even the motherland's using it properly. But
they really got people hypnotized into believing it's a TV monitor's fault. It's pretty funny. I can't lie.
In the motherland, it's perfect. But why is it in England? It's terrible. Come on, man. Yeah. Stop.
Not that much money involved, Victor. That's the thing. Not that much money involved.
Flawless, who would you take at your football club, Foden or Saka right now? If I needed a right winger, Saka. If I needed an 8 or a 10, I'm taking Foden. Because I don't look at them the same.
Yeah.
Foden, don't get mistaken though, Foden's the better player. But if I needed a right winger, I'm not taking Foden. I'm taking Saka. But if I need an 8 or a 10, or even a left winger, Foden. Actually, want to take him? Yeah, because Saka don't even play like I've seen Foden play over there. Oh, so you're talking about the best of the best, Jesters. When you say that, but that's most. I'm saying not many players hit that. I'm not taking. Would I rather have Rodrigo or Saka? Yes, I'm taking Rodrigo.
Easy.
Yeah, Saliba or Rudiger, I'm taking Saliba. And I rate Rudiger, but I'm taking Saliba over Rudiger.
I'm taking
100%.
Vinny over Martinelli, but I like Martinelli a lot.
But that's most though. That's insert. But Justice, that's insert most here. Like if you take out Manchester, put Liverpool players there, they don't fit that minus Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah. But they're still a good side. They're not a pretender. It's still a serious outfit.
Yeah.
Right, what are we doing here? Like, obviously, Manchester City are the only ones you can't just You can't just say, "Oh, you're not taking them over the best players in the world, so they're not good." No, it don't work like that. Oh yeah, Beijing Reds, it was clearly a red card, but we know how VAR is, man.
Yeah.
We know how incompetent referees and the officiating is over here. That's not a surprise whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justice, I'm not taking any left winger over Vinicius Jr., not called Mbappe. That don't mean the other left wingers are no good.
Yes. Yeah.
Like kind of like that's unfair.
Standard.
Yeah. Like the only it's Mbappe and then Vinicius Jr. to me. Like they're the two, but that doesn't mean left wingers below that are no good. That doesn't mean I don't know.
Diaby.
Yeah, it don't mean, for instance, like a Son is terrible. Like no, he's just not Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. But like, who is? Nobody is. Like you can't say that's unfair to me. I say, no, he's not. The striker's not of Haaland and Harry Kane's level.
Yeah, not many are.
It's unfair, but hey, used to their own. Hey, you lot continue to run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Hit the like button, man, on the channel. Make sure you do so. Members, get your questions in as well. Warrior J says, actually, one more question to Steve. Do you have a feeling that Thomas Tuchel would leave Bayern during the middle of the season?
Well, he should, but no.
I said he should, Why should he talk to us?
Because he's a very poor manager for Bayern level. For a mid-table club, higher mid-table, all right, cool, whatever. He's probably the best manager.
So you're saying Chelsea's mid-table then? Dortmund's mid-table?
That was like 3 years ago.
And PSG's mid-table? What are we doing? What's that mean?
Well, he didn't.
He
did okay at PSG. He did all right.
What do you mean? He won every trophy that wasn't.
Oh, he's better than Poch. Oh, wow.
He won every trophy that wasn't.
Unai Emery. He was better than Unai Emery. Ooh, wow. Unai Emery. Wow.
He won every trophy that wasn't the Champions League.
All right, cool. That was years ago. Too cool.
Yeah, it's too cool done.
He's not good enough for Bayern.
How's he done when he's
I'm asking the question. Has he peaked?
Probably.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Probably, yeah.
I don't. But right, okay. Before Choupo got here, was Bayern's attack firing as much as it is now? I mean, I know he didn't score today because obviously he was a bit dead.
Yeah, against Werder Bremen. First loss to Werder Bremen at the Allianz in 20 years. First time Bayern haven't scored a goal at their ground in a Bundesliga fixture in 4 years.
Yeah, cool. That happens.
Don't get me wrong.
I understand where he's coming from. I see he lost to Southampton last year and still won the treble. Like shit happens. You can't win every game. You lose games. I hear that. But you can't say he's a mid-table manager after winning the Champions League 2 years ago.
Well, he's
exactly shit.
That's why I'm asking. Not is he done? I'm asking, has he peaked, Victor? That's the question I'm asking.
I don't think he has.
Not good.
I'm a big fan of Tuchel, but I'm looking at man funny.
It's kind of okay. Here's the thing, though. It's kind of hard to say a Champions League winning manager is a mid-table manager.
Yeah. I'm not calling him mid-table. I'm just saying
mid-table is crazy.
That's why I'm saying that. I'm asking, has he peaked?
But that's a great question because I think his peak is it's tough to say because this is definitely not a great showing for himself at Bayern Munich.
That's it.
Like you being 7 points below the team, like below. I think it's what is it, Bayer Leverkusen?
Yes, Leverkusen. Yeah.
Like, come on now, bro. And that's not even a manager who's being back to the level that you are. It's like your wish list is granted every chance you can get, and if the performances aren't where they're supposed to be, then shit. Honestly, if I'm Bayern, I would really think about it. But again, it's like, are you gonna take Javi away from them? Is that what you're gonna do?
Bums.
I think they're waiting on Javi in the summer. They're probably waiting on Javi in the summer.
Good, bring him in right away.
And did they not just get over the line last season for the Bundesliga title?
Yeah,
right?
18-year-old, a teenager carried.
It wasn't convincing when they got over the line.
No, very unconvincing. Borussia Dortmund threw that away because Terzic didn't. One of the biggest mistakes in that game against Mainz, didn't play Bellingham. What?
And then also on top of that, when he got there, he was on for a quad, correct?
No,
he landed. Was it a treble? Yeah,
they're on for a treble. Yeah.
And I'm a fan. I'm just asking the question because of what he's done and what he's done since he's done.
Bayern.
Say again.
Man City. Remember Man City on their run to last year? Thrashed Bayern. Destroyed.
Yeah, but City can do that. I don't hold that against them. City can do that to anybody.
They're fresh Real Madrid.
Yeah, City can do that to anybody. That's why I'm not gonna.
The problem is that's gonna happen again if we met with Man City in the champs. That's
that Man City team was on a mission. They were just like a silent assassin. We can't.
And this year's Bayern team aren't on a mission.
No, I'm not. I don't think anybody's. Against your point about them not looking as they're supposed to. But I think, is that manager wise? Is that player wise? Like, because you could probably tell better than anybody out. If it's manager wise, then shit. Whatever you say, I'm with. It's just for me, you sack him and then you move on to who is now my question. That's always my question. Just not to challenge it, but just because I don't usually know how they operate with regards to like the manager selection. Because the last two, well, I mean, Hansi gave y'all what y'all needed with the Champions League. Nagelsmann was Nagelsmann.
Yeah.
Tuchel is Tuchel, so it's kind of like, where do you go from there? You haven't been picking.
Get rid of Tuchel and you bring in Hansi Flick. The whole board that fell out with Hansi is gone. So there's no excuse not to bring in Hansi Flick. Absolutely none. So
do you think if Hansi Flick comes in, he gets the better out of this squad than Tuchel?
Yes. I think a lot of managers would, to be honest. No, it's just poor. It's cowardly tactics, home and away. Today was a case of nobody could score, and then the changes were awful, and just didn't really lay a glove on Werder Bremen, who are 9 points away from relegation. So yeah, no, it's not. No, Tuchel is not a good enough for Bayern manager. Never will be. Never has been. So no, he's not. He's no. So he's just.
Eli's saying there the fact that Leverkusen are 7 points ahead is a sackable offense, but we're gonna see how, because we could be talking different. Hey, if they win the Bundesliga and get to the last stages of the Champions League, we're talking different. But I'm just asking the question because I do hold Tuchel in high regards, and the way his Bayern run has gone is gone the complete opposite of what I expected. I expected it to be much better because I rate Tuchel highly, and I still rate Tuchel. That's why I'm asking the question: has he peaked, or is it just a bad run, or is it just not the right fit for him? But I thought it would be. But
no, losing in the Pokal to Erste FC Saarbrücken of the third tier. Yeah, so that's number one. Losing last year to Freiburg, who are a good team, but it's at the Allianz, and screw that up. So there's 2 Pokals. Get thrashed around by Man City. I saw it coming because it's a managerial mismatch, to be honest, at this point in time. I know it wasn't when Chelsea beat Man City 3 times in the whatever. That's cool. But nowadays it's not even competition. Yeah, and then he's just persistent bringing in Eric Dyer. It's just silly. Not giving Mazraoui a chance and going for triple.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
It's awful. I said to you, as soon as that signed, that's called sporting karma. You sign shit players, you bring in shit results. It's karma.
That's
it's really terrible. Leverkusen are going to win the league this year. I expected it.
Ramsey says flawless if Man United sack Ten Hag at the end of the... Wait 1 second. Bear with me. I'm just getting some... What the hell's going on? Bear with me.
You're good.
Yo, can you hear, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I good? 1 second.
You're good.
Yeah, my ish moving slow. Ramen says flawless. If Manchester United get sacked, if Ten Hag gets sacked by Manchester United at the end of the season, which manager you bring into the club? Conte, Nagelsmann, or Potter? None of the above. They're all none of the above. Why would if these are three bad options, in particular the first one and the third one? Flawless, if you like Tuchel, replace your manager. Hey, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy. I ain't even finishing that because I said, hey, yo. But yeah, Tuchel, like I said, he had done at Chelsea. I can only commend what he did. Because I thought he did a fantastic job there at Chelsea, despite how it ended the way what.
Yeah, won the Chelsea even before that
didn't do well in the league at all. But yeah, he did. He won the Champions.
We came fourth and we came third.
Yeah, like so it's like he did roundabouts as much as he could. So it's kind of like, but the Bayern thing, I expected more from him at Bayern currently. Like that stint's not gone the way I expected it to go. Chinlu, good to see you in the chat, my guys. It's big up flawless in the panel. What's your opinion on the new CEO coming in? Yo, Eddie, you there?
Yo.
Yeah. Thoughts on Omar Barado? Obviously, they're going to be Manchester United's new CEO because me and you haven't spoken, so I don't know your thoughts on it. So yeah, floor's yours.
It's exciting, but you know what's cold about it?
Good.
It's related to United, so I just have to wait and see, bro. I just have to wait and see. I can't get too high. I can't. You feel me? I can't think too much of it until I just see what it looks like to when he's in office. Like it sounds good because we weaken City, but it is a situation where you know what he just wanted to have his own challenge, or were Man City, good with him leaving. So time will tell. I think we just have to wait for what he does, but it's a step I wouldn't expect from United, which I think is a good thing, that they're operating kind of not how we expected, but how we need them to. So yeah, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. I just can't get too high on it though, not yet.
First. What are you saying, Steve, on it? Thoughts? You're from the outside looking in.
Oh yeah, you guys are. It's the CEO that used to work at Man City.
Yeah. Used to work at Manchester City. Yep.
Good appointment. Sorry, what?
I think he's like just right under the CEO. I think he's like one of the CEO.
Was it? Is it okay? I stand corrected first.
Good appointment on paper, but y'all still got the Glazers there, so who knows what's actually going on with that? I mean, yeah, on paper it looks good, so fair play. That's all I can really say. I can be the doomsday prophecy and be like, it doesn't matter because the Glazers are still there, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe on paper it works and then it translates. I don't know, but yeah, on paper it looks good. Like, would I welcome that man into my club? Yeah, probably. So I mean, there you go. Cool. City's been very successful. I'm assuming he's played some part in that. Like, word. Good move on paper.
First. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Hey, Saint, man. Hey, before you carry on. Hey, Saint, I thought ain't you a family man? You know got ish to do, fam. You're a family man. You're a husband.
You're a hell of a father, man. Go do something with that, man.
Yeah, man. Go do some fatherly duties. You got a business to run, man. You know what I'm saying? Go do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. This guy, go do some fatherly duties, some husbandly duties, some business, man. You got a lot. You can't be here on the YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? And that, so you should be getting ready for the working week. It's Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Take your kids to school and all them things there.
Yeah, you want to get ready for school run.
Yeah, get ready for the school run. Yeah.
You're a dickhead, yeah.
Hey, Saint, if you want the link, you cloud. I'll send you the link, you joke, man. What you saying though, Victor? What's it called in regards to it? Obviously, you're from the outside looking in.
Yeah, if I was taking over a business or like an institution like that, I would also find the best people and try and bring him into a football club. So that's obviously the best thing he could have done. Obviously Roman did it when he first came in. He brought in Peter Kenyon when he first came in. So those are the kind of moves you want to see from the club making, especially when they get taken over. not like my club when we get taken over and then we're bringing in scrubs who work to like second tier teams who just aspire to be good teams but not actually build good teams. But Eddie made a good point that like, is there a reason why he left? Was that the City just happily? I want to know the situation. City just happily let him go for a reason, or he just wanted a new challenge. I haven't read into it that much because I've been busy and shit. But if City happily let him go, that's a bit of a red flag. But if he wanted to actually leave and then like get a new challenge kind of thing, then it could be very good for United. And also another problem is the Glazers. Like, how much would the Glazers actually give him to work on? So the big problem is still there. But I mean, there's still holes in the roof, but you're patching little holes. But you still need to fix the entire roof.
Yeah, that's good.
Just a step forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, and my thoughts on it, because someone dropped a comment. Obviously, we spoke about this on yesterday's Q&A as well, and somebody dropped a comment afterwards. And salute to everyone who comments afterwards. I know most people are in the chat, so they get to ask questions, which is cool. Well, if I see a good question afterwards, and it's basically, I'm paraphrasing, but yo, Flawless, you need to let your guard down in regards to the new CEO coming in. This is going to be the change. Notice what Eddie said. That's my thoughts on it. Notice how Eddie said, yeah, it sounds good, but it's Manchester United, it's the Glazers. That's where I'm at. Why should I let my guard down?
Yeah.
What has this club done in the past 10 years that makes me, you know what I'm saying?
Gives you hope.
Let my guard down and gives me hope. You know what I'm saying? This woman been a hoe for the past 10 years, and now you're telling me, nah, she's wifey material. Why? Let your
tell her hoe to housewife.
Yeah, why? Well, she been a hoe for 10 years, so why all of a sudden is she changing her way? She been treating me awful for 10 years. Why all of a sudden she's suddenly going to treat me better and I'm just supposed to believe it? Because we had a good weekend. She made me dinner and we chilled out over the weekend. Like, what are we doing here? Like, so no, I'm not letting my guard down. I'll believe it when I see it. Again, does it sound good on paper? Yes, absolutely. We've actually signed somebody who has previous at doing their job to the highest level. He's been at Manchester City and has been part of their success. He was at Barcelona before that and has also been a part of their success. So he has a track record of the highest level. But I believe it when I see it. He hasn't taken over yet. And it'd just be like Manchester United to mess this up. But that's pretty much my thought. So no, I'm not letting my guard down. For what reason? Let your guard down to get cracked in the chin. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. You can forget about all that. So no, to answer your question, say no, we ain't still bitching about the Glazers. Eli says thoughts on Potter possibly replacing that dinosaur Hodgson. Makes sense. I think that would be a Palace, because he was at the Palace. Who did they just play?
Arsenal.
That was it. Yeah, he was there at the Arsenal Palace game.
That's for hoops. Hey, I'm locked in. That's for hoops.
Yeah, Potter at Palace, especially if they manage to keep like Elise and Eze, because we've seen what he did at Brighton with attackers who weren't the best. So if you actually give him some quality attackers, it's kind of like how we give Sean Dyche like pace and power players, and you see the difference it makes. You know what I'm saying? We actually gave him some athleticism, and you see the difference it makes with Sean Dyche ball. So that's how I look at Potter. The way he plays football, he'll have them playing good football. He'll have them creating chances. He'll have them scoring goals. That's his level, as we see, because he died a horrible death at Chelsea. But I genuinely don't think Graham Potter's a bad manager. And you're hearing it. Victor's here, who's a Chelsea fan who wanted him out, and he's saying it works. So, yeah, Graham Potter.
Sorry to cut you.
That's cool. Go on, fam. Yeah, go on.
Very skeptical of the move. Allison Brighton, what is that? It's the M23 derby. Those guys hate each other. It's similar to Poch, huh?
Do they? Palace and Brighton.
Yeah, it's a derby. Yeah. It was a derby under Terry Venables. It was a derby. I looked it up a few years ago. I was like, these guys hate each other. Like that don't. So I looked into it. They played each other 4 or 5 times in the cup in the either early 70s or 80s, and they had just sort of a rivalry there with when Terry Venables was managing Palace or something like that. So it's been a derby for a minute, right? They don't like each other. It's just gonna be like what happens with Poch at Chelsea. Like you'll have those section of Chelsea fans being like, ex-Spurs, this is what this guy ain't it. So they're already pissed off, Palace fans. You know, the club lacks a lot of ambition. I mean, you saw with the banners that they make good points. They have a reason to be angry. I'm not saying they should be like Champions League winners or something like that, but just better, a bit more.
I think what it is with Palace, because of the level they're at, here's the difference between Chelsea and Spurs. At Chelsea, not only do they want to see good football to an extent, there's also there's also that expectation of winning. Palace, I think they just want to see good football. Palace fans, they just want to see. They just want to see. I think if they play a good brand of football, entertaining, which I think he would do, I don't see why it would fail. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the problem is if he don't get off to a wicked hot start, they are going to be on his neck because they already are pissed off.
Yeah, I hear
that. That's the angle I'm kind of seeing it at, but. You never know. It could work. Like on paper, if we take away the badges and associate, I
think it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, sure. But if you take away what Graham Potter's resume, take the badges away, and just say it's a different. Let's say instead of he was at Brighton, instead he was at Cambridge, right? If nobody have a problem, Palace fans probably wouldn't have a problem with it. But yeah, it just seems a bit. I mean, it makes sense, but it could go really, really wrong.
I think it will go well, but we'll see. And to Chinley, who says that's a weird derby, the distance between Croydon and Saint Shaw, man. This guy, I'm gonna tell him. You know what? I'm gonna tell Saint Shaw because he's not here. Hold that, Saint Shaw, man. Bear in mind, people, I won't talk this way if he was here, but because he's not here and he's in the comments, you can hold that. Yeah, Saint 6'5", yo, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind. We got superpowers on internet waves, my boy. We don't got them in real life, though.
Say that again. What you said?
I said we got superpowers on these from these internet waves, my boy.
Oh yeah, facts.
Life though.
Yeah, facts.
100% without doubt. Speaking of someone with internet superpowers, Ryan, what are you telling me, family? You good?
Oh,
that's supposed to be a dig or what? I don't know.
That's just honesty.
The myth, the legend. Let's go.
That's just straight up honesty. You are a man with internet superpowers, but what do you want to talk about, fam? The floor is yours.
I don't know. I just felt like coming on, innit?
Oh, see, nah, Fairs. I thought you had something to say. Big up to Ram as well, who says flawless. I told you about Leverkusen, which you did. He says first in the Bundesliga. If they win Bundesliga, Xavi Alonso would have clipped Arteta's career in the space of 17 months. Yes. Yeah, uncomfortable conversations. I was saying that very uncomfortable conversations for people who are fans of Arteta. If Xavi Alonso does indeed pick up that Bundesliga, and they seem to be. Obviously, I don't watch Bundesliga, but it seems there's a legitimate claim for them to win the Bundesliga title.
I think they just will.
You saying they will already? Right?
Yeah. Last week I watched them play Augsburg. Played Augsburg away. They've been blowing teams away for the most part in the Bundesliga, but last week they had to really, they played well. They played fine. They just didn't have their shooting boots on until very, very late. What was it? 92nd minute or something. They got that late winner. And it was just that, just watching that, it just that aura of a champion's victory. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, it's cool blowing out teams, just destroying them, completely. But what happens if you're in a nitty gritty game? What happens when you need to just pull something out of nowhere, when you aren't scoring? Can you do it even if you're not on your best day? And there's a difference because we know that Leverkusen, if you watch them, they can blow out teams. So if they need to grind out a victory here and there, you understand it. That actually is a champion's performance because there will be games this year with Leverkusen that they'll rip teams to shreds and they'll win 4-5-6, 3-0, whatever. So that's why it was the champion's performance. It was just very ominous, very, very ominous. And the way that Alonso's talking in pressers, the way he's tactically in game, they struggled versus Leipzig at first, particularly the first 20 with Ta and Kapi and Stanisic. Just not their first choice back three outside of Jonathan Ta because you had Kusunu and Tapsoba at AFCON. But he figured out a way tactically to get past that Leipzig side all on set pieces. 3 set piece goals, one of them wasn't a set piece, it was a cross, but they're just finding ways to win, and tactically, Alonso is on the money, absolutely on the money. They have not lost a game of football this season. in any
Yeah,
competition.
because I didn't know this. Ram just said, by the way, the Tottenham in Germany, Leverkusen are unbeaten. I didn't know they were unbeaten.
Yes, they didn't lose in the group stage, and they shouldn't have because they played Molde from Norway. They played Karabakh from Azerbaijan, and they played someone else in there. Forget who, but they didn't lose in the group stage. They didn't. What? What was that, Eddie?
How long until that Wirtz guy is worth 100 mil?
He already is.
Yeah,
Has been for about 2.5 years.
So who's the team to get him? You think?
If Man City get him, it's over. It's a wrap.
Well, he's good like that. You reckon his levels like that? Wirtz? Okay. I'm not watching, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I see cold. He cold.
Oh,
he's absurd, bro.
Yeah, it's cold.
With Xavi Simons at Leipzig. Like if both of them guys, Xavi Simons is ridiculous.
Simons is a baller, bro. I watched him in the Etihad. He was so, even though the team got packed, he was so good though.
Yeah, exactly. He played Man City and didn't look out of the part. Was one of the only good Leipzig players, yeah. So it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
When you think about it, Germany, Bundesliga has probably my 3 favorite midfielders right now between him, Simmons, and Musiala over there at Bayern. So
yeah, and those could be 3 of the best players in the world in 5 years.
Yeah.
One of them will. So, it's Leverkusen are performing like a top side, and that's why I'm so critical of Tuchel. Why can Leverkusen go unbeaten through 25 in all comps? Losing the Pokal, all right, Leverkusen is still in that. We ain't winning no champs. They could win the Europa. So
I can't say, but for me, it sounds like they've just bought into the manager's vision, and I don't know if you can say that for what's happening at Bayern. And I think that's the one thing Tuchel really has kind of slipped with, even at all of his stops, was how he kind of relates to certain players. So
I don't know what Tuchel's plan is, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And I watch every game. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes you get outplayed by Galatasaray. But you have 2 moments of brilliance to bail your ass out. Xabi Alonso, it's not like that. I can tell how they play. Xhaka plays a pivotal role in that team. Palacios. Grimaldo on a free signing. Ridiculous. Playing at wingback. Frimpong. Bought from Celtic. I'm saying
first. And big up to Saint, he says, does someone must judge on Kane if Bayern don't win the league? Hey, comfortable conversations if they don't.
Yeah. And listen.
Go on, Eddie. Go on.
We might have to, go on a little excursion trip and start, interrogating these witch doctors with kind of sources they paint. This is crazy. 7 points. 7 points. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. Yo, that's some chicken bones rattling in a bowl somewhere, goddammit. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous.
Imagine Spurs win the FA Cup as well. And
we having comfortable conversations about it, man.
No, we're just gonna have straight up conversations.
Because I said, but it's gonna be straight up for us, but it's gonna be uncomfortable for very many. Because when I said this summer I wouldn't take Kane, people looked at me like I was crazy. Kane has gone to a better outfit than Manchester United and is currently struggling. So what would he have done here? We ain't Bayern Munich in terms of level. We're not a better side than Bayern Munich. We don't a better system. We don't have better players. We don't have a better manager. We don't have a better structure. They are arguably they are on paper the best team in their league. What are we talking about here? So Kane ain't struggling. All right, but his team is. So therefore he is. He's always going to get. Let me just clarify this. Harry Kane is always going to score goals. You know why? Because he's a super talented player.
Yeah.
He's a world-class striker. But this is not tennis. This is not darts. This is not boxing. This is not an individual sport. It's a team sport. So therefore, if your team's struggling, you're struggling. Because what would the conversation be if he turns this around and let's say they win a quad? Let's say they win the Bundesliga, the Champions League. They can't win the Pokal Cup, but I'm talking hypothetically, the Pokal Cup. And there's another cup in Germany as well. You can win, Steve. There isn't. All right, let's say treble then. What would the conversation be if he wins them a treble?
best striker of all time.
All hail Harry Kane. This is why Manchester United should have signed him. This is the difference he is. So when they fail, how come he doesn't receive any of the criticism? This is why I don't like. It can't be when, and people do this in particular with my club, with a certain Portuguese player. We ain't gonna talk about that because this is not about that. But when the team, yeah, you laughing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the team is playing well and performing well and wins, it's all hail that player. But when the team performs poorly, it's not that player's fault and it's everybody else's fault. Nah, you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? If you're the main reason we win, you receiving the majority of the criticism when we lose. Simple as that. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You can't say you the king and not have king responsibilities put onto you. Don't say you the owner, CEO, manager, king, you're this, that. If you world-class players, we put in world-class tax on you. That's what it is. So I don't want to hear about Musiala. Don't tell me, they signed Eric Dyer. No, we're not blaming Eric Dyer. Because if they won the treble, we wouldn't be praising Eric Dyer. But this is not what we're doing out here. Over here, I can only speak for me. I keep saying this. Hold world-class players to world-class standards, and people don't like it. People love to baby him, and I don't know why. Because he's good enough. That's the craziest part about it. Same way I said he's good enough to have helped Spurs win a trophy. He was good enough to help Spurs win a trophy.
He was preaching until,
It's all about the failure to deliver.
Eddie, you don't rate him to the level I rate him. That's the difference.
The whole Spurs not winning the trophy, saying he's good enough for that. I don't know.
Vardy was good enough to take Leicester to a title, man.
But here's the thing:
it wasn't just Vardy though.
Eddie, do you think Harry Kane's
I'm saying Vardy was the striker. Why couldn't Kane do the same for Tottenham?
But Vardy wasn't just a striker though.
No. But the thing is, Vardy was in a worse team and beat him to a league title.
If Vardy could, why couldn't Kane? That's the thing.
Yeah, just saying. Brighton. That's real.
Hey, Eddie, you don't think he's world class though, do you?
I didn't think he was to that level where I was gonna put him over the likes of or even at the time when he was on form, Lewandowski. I always thought Lewandowski was better, but people wanted to put him like.
I'm always taking Lewandowski over Kane.
That's the thing. Like if it was me, I'm rather give me Benz.
Benz is the guy.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
not up that level.
Lewandowski. Those are the ones that I want. But people wanted to put him over conversations over those two, and that was my only pushback. And I think when I didn't want him for United, pretty much it was due to the fact that I saw him getting older, and I was trying to get out of the old striker business when we had just gone through Ronaldo and Cavani, and so that's why I didn't want him myself. I was with Fall on that. Like we just wanted him, didn't want it for different reasons, but. Yeah, I don't hold the Spurs thing to him because again, it's like the trophy thing is like if your institution isn't set up for that, I can't put it on the player. But I think when we talk about Leicester City, like I don't think the exception can be the rule. Like we can't Leicester City as like a marker for what Kane can do because Leicester City they just hit lightning in a bottle one time.
Okay, then Eddie, let me ask you then. What about the FA Cup?
No, but the thing is, Kane had his chances.
Wait, before you go right,
it's not as if he
what
didn't have his chances.
What about the FA Cup though, Eddie?
Yeah, but you can't say Vardy helped them win the FA Cup though too.
What about the FA Cup?
I'm just saying that team had won already, so winning again wasn't nothing new to them. Like it all there, because again, I always say that when a team wins trophies, it's like mentally they go to a whole nother level.
I know.
So it's like they operate thinking the game through at a level that teams that have never done it can't even explain to. And so that's why, like the whole Leicester City, for me as an example of anything, I just kind of put them out because they're such an outlier that like Kane. But if you want to use it for jokes and like you want to just make it a statement of fact, like that's irrefutable. Like
I'm just saying, and Eddie, it's not even about him winning. I just think he should have done more. You see how Mbappe lost the World Cup final? Kane's never lost a final like that.
Mm-hmm. He's never. Yeah, I hear that. He hasn't.
That's what it is.
Either. Yeah.
It's not about. It's not. You can lose. Like you got to lose where it's like, right? Kane played well today, but they lost.
But the
in a
thing
key
is with
moment.
Kane,
Yeah, go on, Ryan. Go on.
Flawless, is that
There you go.
he's had his chances to win trophies. That's the thing. It's not as if he hasn't played in any finals or anything in his career. He's played in, what is it, 4 or 5 finals? I don't think, isn't it that stat where he hasn't had a shot on target in a final or something? Like, you're talking about that Euros final even for England where he didn't really do much in that game. You're talking about, I think, 2 Carabao Cup finals for Spurs, the Champions League final. Just so many games. And even the 2 title races that he was in, like, I don't know, man. He could have done more. He's had his chances to win trophies. That's the thing. That's why he's not really got much excuse, to be honest with you. Even the penalty he missed against France in the World Cup, if he scores that, gets him through. You know.
Even the Euros that England got to, people say, "Oh, the team wasn't that good." So how come Sterling performed well then? But we'll all sit here and say Sterling's not world class, which he isn't, by the way. I'm not saying he. We'll all say Kane's a better player than Sterling.
Smaller than Mini-Me. He's definitely showing up smaller than Mini-Me in a couple of big games. So I hear that.
Yeah, and to Danish Maldini says, why should he receive criticism? He's performing to a brilliant standard, because brilliant is subjective. Just because you're getting goals and assists does not mean you are performing brilliant. Is the point that I'm making,
and it's kind of
the
like
point of this
goals and assists as well.
Yeah, because Saint says if I come to a new team and have 30, 40 GNA, we don't win the league. That ain't on me. But that was Van Nistelrooy did that when he was here, and we sold him and became better. Because he wasn't. Just because you get goals and assists doesn't mean if we remove you out of the team that we don't get better. You can be detrimental to a team even though you're getting goals and assists. Van Nistelrooy is a prime example. You know who's also an example? Bruno Fernandes. Because he gets goals and assists. Take away his goals and assists, Manchester United are a better side. We've performed better when he scored less. Same way when Ronaldo got here. We performed better the season before him and the season after him. Yeah, he got 20 goals. But hey, like I said in it, people will continue to defend this guy. Not you so much saying, but people will continue to defend this guy regardless. Once the strikers go up to score goals, assists is a bonus. Kane is literally all around that. All right, Danish Maldini, so it's not his fault, then it's everyone else's fault then.
Cool. Why didn't he score today? Why did he have a shot? Why did he have only 2 shots, 1 on target when there's 22 shots? It's a team effort that just sucked. 22 shots, only 7 on target.
Because like I said, if they win, let's say Bayern Munich win a double, who's getting all the praise? Let's say they win the Bundesliga and the Champions League because they can still win the Bundesliga and they're still in the champs. Who gets the majority of the praise? Harry Kane. Oh, look at him, goals and assists. He helped Bayern to a double. So if they win none, he don't receive. All right, cool. It's everybody else's fault. I get it. But hey, you lot continue to run up the likes, over 140 people in here. How many likes are we actually on? Continue to get your questions in. Members in particular, get your questions in. We're at 59 likes. That's not enough, man. Get us up to 90 likes. Like check 1212. Hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Road to 10K, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Danish Maldini, you're missing a point, but all right, cool. No one said he has to score every game, but we move. We've watched Haaland, Mbappe, and Salah all deliver much more than he has. They've all delivered. They've all delivered for their respective clubs, countries, or both. Mbappe won a World Cup at 18 and was the main man. They're not doing that. Salah.
Maldini, it'll. This is how it is. We have a player at our club who scores and amounts to nothing else. So imagine we're dealing with the guy who scores 1 goal, but his pass accuracy is under 60%. His ball retention is poor. And his missed kicks or his missed passes led to goal scoring opportunities for the other team. Are you going to sit here and tell me that, that 1 goal is all that matters? When we might have lost the game 3-1 because of his mistakes, but hey, he gave us 1. That's all we're trying to illustrate. When you look at the game, you got to look at everything the player does. If it's like a report card, right? If you're getting 1 A but 4 Fs, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a great showing. So that's all we're talking about when it comes to these players. You know, like Kane, most times he shows up, you're getting creation. He's secure on the ball. He's scoring goals. We get that with Kane. But all we're pointing to is the big moments because that's all we have left to really critique Kane at this point of his career. Like he's done it all individually, but to be so lacking in those points where your team needs you, that's the glaring thing that we're talking about.
Keep in mind, this is a Werder Bremen team that lost to a fourth-tier team in the Pokal away from home, Victoria Köln, lost 3-2. They won one away game this year in the Bundesliga besides today's win at Bayern. And keep in mind, we also beat them 4-0 away on the first day of the Bundesliga. So what's the excuse, really? And same thing with the Leverkusen thing we're talking about. Why can't Bayern be unbeaten up to a certain point? Oh, because there's deficiencies there, like the manager, like the lack of, Rafael Guerrero, we signed him, great. I like the signing. Tuchel don't play him until lately. Just throw him out of nowhere. Why? You didn't rate him up until what? Why? Why are you just doing this out of nowhere? Konrad Laimer right back? What's the point? Mazraoui was at AFCON. Okay, cool. Right now he's at AFCON. Why wasn't he playing right back more often before that? If there was a problem at right back. Like, I agreed with Sam Pavard the Inter. Cool. So it should have been Mazraoui's turn. Mazraoui's a really good player. Don't get a chance. So it's this kind of stuff that I critique. Outside of just Kane. So it's not even just I have a Kane thing. I think it's funny that he's bringing in Dyer. Is that a buddy thing? I don't know, but if we don't be losing, then maybe I'll have to throw that out there. Kimmich at right back. Well, then the problem is Ram. Okay, cool. Kimmich at right back. What, we're throwing Konrad Laimer in there? The Austrian Henderson? No, thanks. Not in a Bayern team. If we're trying to play football, no. Well, Konrad Laimer is no, thanks.
And Ram says, I never think people are loving off Kane because everyone in England knows him and obviously he's doing well. But when I say Grimaldo has been the best player, I mean it. 18 games, 17 G&A at wingback. Really? That's really put 17
Grimaldo, and he was free.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Free signing. So why didn't Bayern sign him?
And Ram says Alonso can be contacted by Bayern, Liverpool, Sociedad, and Real. They get first dibs. For real?
Yeah, Real Sociedad.
Yeah, it's ex-clubs, yeah.
Oh, see, okay. I'm not sure where Jez is, Ram. Shout out to Jez, though. I'm not sure. He's probably asleep, to be honest. But shout out, Jez. Obviously, you catch him on the AFCON watch-alongs as well. Hey, YG, big up, man. Good to see you in the chat as well. It says 160 people and 65 likes. Come on, not good enough. I hear you. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Hey, questions, like I say, continue to get questions in as well. De Niro, my G, good to see you in the chat. Eric Dye, still, yeah, that's still one of them. So this, I don't know if more recent times I've seen signings that don't make sense, but Eric Dyer, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner are four in quick succession where I'm like, I don't get any of the four. Like, they make zero sense for the Bayern club whatsoever, even though the Werner ones are loaned. It's like, they're just four horrific signings. Horrific. All four of them. Why? It's like you lot just couldn't go there. Go on.
I feel with these, I feel like I might be wrong. It's the managers of each club having too much ego in terms of they're trying to enhance their reputation and stock by saying, oh, I reckon I can get the best out of this player and it's going to make me look like a genius to everyone.
Oh, so you think it's ego?
Yeah, 100%. Like, that's the thing with Arteta. Arteta, for example, at Arsenal with Havertz, he's like, oh, look at Havertz. He's failed at Chelsea. Oh, I reckon, if I get him, I get the best out of him. Everyone's going to look at me as some sort of genius and my stock is going to increase so much. It's the ego of these managers at the end of the day. That's what it is for me. That's genuinely what it is for me. Because I don't really see it being anything else, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's fair. I hear that because they're just four signings I look at and I go,
yeah.
Why?
Why? Like, why? Like, surely there was someone else. Like, surely there's somebody else who does what those players do who you can go and get.
I mean, that Havertz signing in particular is genuinely one of the worst signings I've ever seen. And not only in terms of how bad he is, but just in terms of how much it's, for me, probably regressed Arsenal. Just that signing alone has regressed Arsenal, in my opinion. So that's why I think it's genuinely it's a horrible signing, that one.
It's like you could have spent that 65 million on anything else, and you decided to go
Okay.
there. Cool. Shows the level of serious.
Yeah, I hear that. Flawless, you ever going to change your mind on potential La Liga watch-alongs? I think you like most of the games since it's not all pace and power. I just don't really have an interest in it like that, Eli. I'm not going to lie. I'm not. If the man them want to do it, or if you're around Eli, then it can be done. I just don't really have an interest in watching La Liga games like that. Like outside, the only team I'm really interested in like that is Real Madrid. I prefer watching them in the champs because they have a lot of my favorite players who I like watching now play for them. Like obviously the likes of Tchouameni, Camavinga, huge fan of those two in particular. Tchouameni, Vinicius Jr. So that's like three of my favorite players currently right now as we speak. So yeah. And yeah, man, all it is with Kane, it's just like it's more so deliver. You know what I'm saying? I think you're world class, so all right, I'm gonna hold you to those standards. That's all it is. And it seems there's always excuses built in. And even Ram saying, because Ram's like Steve, he's watching the Bundesliga like much more closely than I am, and most of us are. And he's saying, Flawless, I can't remember any moments of Kane showing up for Bayern under the cosh compared to Grimaldo. His team needs a goal, creates 2 last-minute winners for his team. Kind of sounds like him at Spurs. Because I don't remember him ever for delivering for Spurs when Spurs was under the cosh.
Mm-hmm.
And Spurs sold him and their attack got better. With worse players. Yeah, better manager, but worse individuals.
Yeah.
Just saying. But hey, we'll see. Flawless, if Girona's doing bits, would you watch the running? Maybe. If it was like the last 5-6 games, maybe.
Real Madrid are playing Girona February 10th.
Maybe.
12:30. That'll be a title decider, really. And Leverkusen play Bayern at the same time. And Nottingham Forest play Newcastle at the same time. And Roma play Inter at the same time.
Maybe. Like I said, I'm not
Hey,
sure.
Mourinho to the bridge. Let's see it. Mourinho to the bridge. Welcome home back. Music
Mourinho to St. James's Park.
Let's see it.
Mourinho to St. James's Park.
Why is it? Are you with that, Eddie? You say Mourinho to the bridge, yeah?
No, I saw something like I think casually was talking about it. So I just wanted to bring it. I just wanted to speak it into existence, you know.
Shout casually and that. Yes, Prime, what you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Have you guys spoken about this Mohamed Salah thing?
What's the Mohamed Salah thing? Hills.
The bullshit that he's doing. I'm not happy about it.
Go on, what's the bullshit?
Guy,
talk about it.
Apparently, it's come out that if quote, if he's fit before the final, then he'll probably fly back to AFCON with Egypt to play. This is scummy behavior. Man.
Wait.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You're
Here we go. TMZ Prime.
Before you man add you, I just need to clarify what Prime said. So they're saying he's currently injured. Is he gonna fly back over to England and then get treatment? And then if Egypt
he's already over there, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's saying if
apparently
Egypt is still in the competition by the time he's fully fit, he'll go back to play. What's wrong with that?
I think that
to get the best treatment possible so he can go back and play. What is wrong with that?
Well, that's I think that's bad behavior. As the leader, as the captain, as supposedly the best player, the fact that you're leaving your team when they're still in the competition and you're gonna fly back if they get to the final. I really don't like that behavior. I'll be so real.
I don't get it.
He probably thinks his best chance of recovery is to go and have treatment with Liverpool, and then that's his form of leadership.
The way it looks, so he's going for
the best possible
Prime. You wanted
feels that's for Liverpool.
The way it looks bad. I'll be so real. The way it looks bad.
No, it doesn't, because he's clearly injured. He's going back to Liverpool where he knows he'll get
great
treatment,
and
so he can get back quicker.
So before you carry on, Ram's saying so Flawless. He's doing rehab with Liverpool. Egypt's medical staff gave the green light and recommended it. If they
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole thing of if they get to the final, I'll fly back and.
No, it's not. If he gets, it's if he gets fit.
Before. I don't know.
If he gets fit before, that's. If he gets fit for Egypt during the AFCON, because they're still in the competition, he'll go back and play. That's what Klopp said.
Yeah, I thought it was quarterfinal. I thought he would be fit if they make quarterfinals.
It
just doesn't. To me, it doesn't look
before
good.
the final includes semi-final and quarterfinal, doesn't it?
To me, I don't know. To me, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't really look good. I don't like it.
Oh
no, wait, Prime. What would you do instead?
No, it just looks bad. No.
What would you do instead?
I'll magically come back fit if Egypt go far and be the savior, so we can. No, I don't know. I don't.
Oh my days! Now you're chatting shit.
I think you're reading it wrong. You're reading it all wrong. It's this miscommunication. He says he's injured now. He's going to England. Wait. Let me finish my point. We're talking. Let me finish my point. So he went to England.
I'm a class troll. Well, go on, Victor.
Wait, so he went to England to get the best medication he can get for himself, so he can come back in time to play for his nation.
Facts.
He didn't say to play for the final. He's coming back in time to play.
Okay, fair enough. If I read it wrong, I read it wrong. But I don't know. I just don't like it.
Yeah, he just read it wrong. He didn't say to get to the final. It says if he's fit and there's still the tournament at the time, he'll come back.
Prime team. The headline, I respect it still.
No, I just don't. No, I just don't like people like
the final bit's bad. If it was that, I'd hear you with that. But I had seen that it said if he was fit, he would be fit by the quarterfinal. So if they made it, he would be back. I didn't know he'd flown back here, but if the Egyptian team and the medical staff greenlit it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Him flying over to get the best possible care. Like, he can't really do much being injured. Yes, I get what you're saying. They prefer him to be over there in regards to leading the team, but you gotta. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man. It's like in Dragon Ball Z when Goku gets fucked up and he's in the rehabilitation thing. You don't know what I'm talking about. What's that machine called where you're underwater with the mask on? Like sometimes you gotta fight without him. That's just what it is. Dragon Ball Z fans in the chat will know what I'm talking about.
It always happens with Salah though. But all right, fair enough. I get it. Just
this guy. And Eli, who says Savino and Jan Kuto are ballers. You'd enjoy watching them flawless. Are they Girona players? I'm guessing, Eli. Yeah. Might have to check it out. If there's a time when there's no games on, I'll have to check it out. I will.
Both of them.
It's not the hyperbolic time change with JC. That's what they go fight. I'm talking about the recovery thing. You know what I'm saying? Where you're underwater and you're in the machine and you got the mask on. I don't know what the name is of it, but you know what I'm talking about. Nah, that's not the hyperbolic time chambers. That's where like a minute in real time is like a day in there or something like that. I'm talking about when they're trying to recover. You know, when they're in the machine. You know what I'm talking about, man. 1 second. Hold up.
Rehab chamber.
Yeah. It's not called the rehab change, but it is rehab. 1 second.
I know what I talk about, but I don't know from the meme.
No, I'm talking about
the green top. It's like the green.
Yeah, but it's called the recovery chamber. Yeah. This thing. Hold up. Well, healing chamber. This thing. Hold up.
I've seen the meme. But I don't know.
Yeah, let me share my screen and you'll know what I'm talking about. Hold up.
Yeah, I mean,
share screen on there anymore.
Look,
but go on.
At the end of the day, Salah, you went back to Liverpool to get your vitamins. We know the truth, man. We know the truth. You didn't get that German medicine, right? We know the truth. It's not going to help.
Asthma. Hey, Eddie, the asthma.
We're back in a second.
The asthma.
Yeah, we know the truth, man. We know what it is, man. So look, do what you must, but it's not going to be good enough. Egypt will lift nothing. They will lift absolutely nothing. So just go enjoy Liverpool as much as you can, or as much as you already are, man.
They don't even look good with him. So what's the
They are so much better without him. They're so much better without him.
Huh?
Egypt are better without Salah.
Okay. Yeah, because then someone else got to step up, like Marmoush or Mustafa Mohammed.
Yeah, because they're more of the team.
Okay, Prime. Okay.
Are you saying that because he missed that chance, or are you just saying it?
No. I do think that they are better without him.
So when they won AFCON recently, was Salah a part of the team?
They didn't.
When did they win AFCON recently?
They didn't.
Last time they won AFCON was like in 1990.
Salah has never won AFCON with Egypt.
The last time that Egypt won AFCON was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Was it not? I thought who was it?
2010, I think. I think they won it in 2010.
Algeria.
No, they
didn't win it in 2010. The last time they won AFCON was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, Salah has not won AFCON.
They won a three-peat.
It was I was thinking about Algeria. Never mind.
No, so Eddie, you're probably thinking of last year when they got to the final, and like if we're being real, Salah's not really the reason why they got to the final.
Let's relax there. I was with you until you said that.
Did they win 3 in a row in their history? Did they win 3 in a row?
Yeah, they've won. They won 3 in a row in like the early 2000s, and they've won 7 AFCONs in their history. They've won the most in Africa, most successful team or nation, I should say.
That's crazy. That is wild.
Yep.
Let's see what's going on.
Is this Flawless? Did you listen to Rand's stream? I don't know if it's from today or yesterday or something, but I was listening to it with who's that United fan or never a foul? Not Cass. Ty, yeah. And they were talking about Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Umar, City guy and whatever. Like, what are your thoughts on all of that?
Oh, you're talking about the Omar Barrera. It sounds good. I spoke on this just before you got on there, but quickly I'll just recap it. Yeah, he's someone who's operated at the highest level in his field. He's been successful at Manchester City. He's been successful at Barcelona, so it sounds good. But with Manchester United, I'm believing when I see it. Like, I'm tired of like the words. I'm tired of just appointments and things of that nature. I'm like, all right, let's see when he takes over how it goes. But it's a step in the right direction, and it's a surprising step. So I gotta give them some props because it caught me off guard and it caught everybody off guard because there was no rumors of this whatsoever. There was no speculation. So it sounds good, and it's the you said it. Ash said it when I was just on Saeed's channel. Shout out to Saeed, Double A, Ash, and the whole gang over there. He was like, "Oh, it might have been Double A," but it's like, "Oh, it's the first brick." I was like, "Yeah, it's about time. Yeah. It's the first brick. It's just one brick though. We need multiple if we're gonna build a house." But it's the first one. But I believe it when I see it. But
hey, when I said Sir Jim was gonna come and cook, I didn't believe.
This guy talking about coming, and he even talking about cooking. Oh, he even got a stove. You know, I'm talking about.
Hey, they ain't believe in us. They ain't believe in us.
Gas in the house.
They ain't believe in us. God did.
What's funny is Sir Jim Ratcliffe was linked to Chelsea, and Chelsea fans said no. Or Chelsea fans didn't want him.
We don't even know if it's
saying no, nigga.
Bro, we don't even know if it's you know we have it's United again. It's wait and see at all times.
Yeah, no, true. I just wanted to know your opinion because I was listening to their stream and stuff, and like yeah. They were talking as if that they're back, and I was like,
I'm so scarred by Manchester United that I'm just wait and see. Like Eddie said, I'm just wait and see. I'm not jumping up and down.
Yeah, United over like the last maybe 5 years or decade, they start to do good things, but then ultimately it falls apart. Like the Ten Hag thing when you got him last year. It started off well, but ultimately, for whatever reason, it falls apart. You got Ragnick. It looked like it was going to do well, but ultimately, for whatever reasons, it falls apart. You sign good players, like Pogba, whatever, but ultimately, for whatever reason, it falls apart. In theory, you sign good managers, like Van Gaal or Mourinho, whatever, but ultimately, for whatever reason, like, it falls apart. So, yeah, I agree with you. Just give this time and see what comes of it.
In addition to, I think this thing, it's one of those ones where it's like everything you said was of a different, was of the same kind of management group. So with these new actors in the fold, like we have to be a bit more lenient, I'd say.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just because you were scarred by so many types of decisions that were supposed to be like on paper pretty well thought out, but you see the execution of it and it's just terrible. So you can't ever put anything past them. I think, again, with the idea of 25% being what it is, I think what they were trying to say was because of our the commercial aspect of United is so big, it's like legit us in Madrid when it comes to like just what we take on from like media deals and advertisement that
And Chelsea.
yeah, I guess. Yeah. We'll agree, disagree. But you kind of see how if somebody just gets the sports stuff of it all right, the commercial stuff doesn't necessarily have to be that much of an attention seeker. Like great football brings in eyeballs as well, not just your ability to get deals done. So I think, with this group handling one situation, I'm sure the Glazers handling the commercial aspect. Hopefully, we get our shit in control.
Yeah, that's it. Like Sunshine said in the chat, like about time, as she says, I'm still side-eyeing Jim Ratatouille. I'm still side-eyeing him too, man.
Yeah.
I'm still side-eyeing him too. Because from what I heard today, yeah, go on, Eddie. Go on.
No, I'm sorry, you got it. I was just gonna say that's a measured response,
That's it.
So,
like from what I heard, like what was it? What was I say? You shall. It's like, yeah, we footed the bill for the deal. I was like, what do you mean? And it's like, yeah, because of the lawyer fees, we ended up 30 million in the hole. So I was like, wait, we got bought and we ended up spending 30 million. Make that make sense. It's like selling your house. You pay the person who's you selling your house to X amount. The fuck? That ain't no type of sense.
That's like paying someone to live in your house.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What's going on?
All right.
That's not dodgy, though.
It makes sense. Ravi B says, Ryan, did you really want Arsenal to win the league?
What? No, I want us to win the league. But like, no, that's ridiculous. I didn't want them to win the league. I want us to win the league. Did I think they would? Yeah.
Right.
Because at the time they did, they looked the least useless team. But it turns out that they are also very useless, Arsenal. So yeah. They
I had
won't
to
win
ask.
the
I
league,
didn't know if
and I never
there
wanted
was an
them to.
Arsenal girl you was trying to impress. So I thought, let me just
No. I genuinely did think Arsenal would probably go on and win it but they're useless in it. They're useless. But I never wanted them to win it. I want us to win it at the end of the
Arsenal
day.
fans, hold that, man. Hold that. Yeah. Man called you useless.
Yeah, that's all they needed. The Ryan seal of approval. That's what people need.
And will there be someone asked, is it Egypt, Nigeria? Yeah, what AFCON games are you man doing actually this next coming week?
Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau tomorrow.
Yeah, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria at 5 p.m. UK time, and Mozambique, Ghana at 8 p.m. UK time.
Oh, so you're doing 2 double head. All right.
Yes,
so
we'll be there, man. We'll be there.
What about Tuesday? He's doing anything Tuesday?
When tomorrow comes,
it's Gambia, Cameroon, Guinea, Senegal, and I can't pronounce that team the country beginning with M, and Algeria. And Angola.
Mauritania.
There we go. Mauritania.
Them boys there.
Mauritania. There we go.
We're gonna try and get Jess to join the Ghana watch on.
Gotta bribe him or something.
Oh yeah, shit. Mozambique, Ghana. You know what? I might be there for that. I ain't gonna lie. Still, I might pull up for that one.
I told you the people need him, man. People want to see his reaction.
And the thing is, there's going to be 2 games on at the same time as well.
Yes,
it'll be very much interesting in terms of like the group games. They're going to be played at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, tune in. Sarcasm City will have games from Monday. Tomorrow's Monday. Today's Monday. From Monday up until Wednesday, all the group games. So yeah, tune in, people.
Over on the Twitch, people.
Yes,
over
the last Twitch games. Yes, Sunshine.
So today, the man them will be doing the Guinea-Bissau Nigeria game, even though there's 2 games on anyway, and then Mozambique, Ghana. So 5 p.m., 8 p.m. And then Tuesday, what games you man say you doing Tuesday again? Which games on Tuesday?
Tuesday we'll probably do Guinea and Senegal, and
Yeah, them
I don't know.
APL games.
Maybe Mauritania and Algeria. But again, there's 2 games. It's like 2 games on at the same time, so we'll probably
Chelsea
flip
Middlesbrough is on Tuesday, by the way.
No one cares
Who
about
gives a
Chelsea. No one cares about
We're
Chelsea.
hoops.
No.
We're hoops.
Come on, Steve. Come on,
Chelsea
Steve.
fans don't really care, man. Are these the last? Are these the last? Yes, they are. Sunshine,
Yes.
the last few AFCON group games. And Taramu says, "What have I missed?" I saw Ryan and Arsenal, even though Ryan just ducked off. Now, somebody asked him if he wanted Arsenal to win the league, and he said no. I just said I thought they would. That's all it was. That being said, yo, Victor, just seen it in the group chat. Happy birthday, my young G, man. You know what I'm saying?
Happy
Shout out
birthday,
to
bro.
Birthday, man.
My
Thank you.
dog.
Happy birthday,
Appreciate
Victor.
that. Appreciate that. Oh,
Love
love. Appreciate that.
So everyone in the chat, wish Victor a happy birthday, please. I want to see nothing but happy birthday messages all throughout the chat for my Don Victor people. So let's do that. Let's do that expeditiously, you lot. Let's do that. Love to see it. Look at the happy birthday messages flooding in. You know what I'm saying? Sunshine, Maldini, Eli, Ram. You lot continue to keep the messages, the happy birthday messages flooding in for my Don, man. I'm saying more life, fam. What you got planned for today?
Nothing, man. Chilling. Nothing.
Just chilling.
I'm doing
Yeah,
a U,
man.
innit? I'm
Chill,
just gonna
man.
stay at home. Stay at home. Well,
Yeah, man.
But- fuck that, like. Plus a Monday night, man. No.
There you go. You should have gone crazy this weekend. Call your birthday weekend.
Nah,
Yeah,
I had uni. I had uni deadlines and shit. Like I literally just handed my uni
That's
like, a
tough.
few hours
That's
ago.
tough.
So maybe next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend is you, man. Next weekend is you, man. The Big Vic weekend, man. Let's go.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Hey,
Wow.
Yo, that is wild
Hey,
still.
yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flawless is hanging around. What's his name too much?
Who?
Steve. No,
Steve,
TBT. No.
Really, we're going
Jacob.
on me.
I know when there's Steve and Jacob. I know when there's Steve and Jacob's level, like that might be taking it to the extremes, especially Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like on some wild stuff, and I'm like, yo, do you not hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? But yeah, man, yo, you know what I'm saying? We can turn up, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Victor. Wait, Victor is CB. What do you mean is Victor CB? Or does he play at centre back? Yes. I don't know. But
Wait, in real life on pro clubs. In real life on clubs.
Yeah, we will be running pro clubs after this, people. So we will be redirecting to the gaming channel as well, people. So yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. Final few questions before we close out, people. Also, make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule as well. Big up to all the members of the channel as well, because this list getting longer and longer. So big up to Baleo, Guna Iya, Anderson, Jack Merry, Sunshine, who's in the chat, A. Solomon, the Young G De Niro, T Gaines, of course, Victor, Ryan, Orion Goon, Jacob speaking to him, Will, Lex, H, A. Kevin, Andy, Dan Levitt, Joe A. Here to there, Daniel, Even, Spoobs, Eli, obviously in the chat, OG Turbo, Jesus, Stuart B, King Kelvin, Stephen, Legendary Villain, Ashwin, of course, the Dunzar, Daniel M, Steve, who's on here as well, TJ Warren, of course, Eddie, End the Stream Dave, Nero Knows Ball, Sheik, Gabrielle, Yadman Segenio, Time to Shine, Dennis the Great, Matthew Dale, Star Lord, Clear Fear 44, Give It to Mikey, the Disabled Team, Raymond GSM, Alam, J Social, Jesters, the lovely Sasha, Nelly, Scott Page, Neville B, and the guy who we all, you know what I'm saying, would love to kick down a never-ending flight of stairs, Ryan. So yeah, man, big up to everyone who I'm saying, all the members of the channel. You lot all real ones. Links in the pinned comment, people. I will also what's it called? Be doing the members Q&A for those that are on the second tier or higher. I'll be doing the members Q&A on the Twitch. Of course, if you're on the third tier, which is the soldier, then I get you on a Q&A on the YouTube channel as well as the Twitch as well. So it probably won't be this Friday, but next Friday. I believe that is one sec. Let me actually check the calendar on here. Actually, it'll be this Friday. I'll do it this Friday. Actually, I'll do a Q&A, members Q&A this Friday. I'll do it before the FA Cup game. So I'll probably do it at like 6 p.m. or something like that. So I reach out to all the members anyway. So if you're a Sarcasm City soldier or higher, I reach out to all of you lot. Staffy says, my club finished bottom of the Champions League group, and tomorrow my country will finish bottom of the AFCON group. Wallahi, I've had enough. Hey, Staffy, man, tough times.
What nation?
Tough times, man. I don't even know what nation it is.
Egypt.
Is it Egypt?
Oh, he's Egyptian. Hey, hold that, bro.
Actually, nah, but you're currently second. So, you know what I'm saying? You lot could do the business, man.
Yeah, no, I doubt he's Egyptian.
Nah, it's Egypt. Yeah, it's Egypt. Hey, man. Hey, Staffy ain't got that scrubby place for Liverpool holding you back. So, you know, you got
man, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You got a chance, man. You've been holding the country back.
Hey, for the downfall of Egypt. We're all here for that. Sorry, Stan. I can't replace my boy.
Oh, yeah. You'll be fine, man.
Say again?
Nah. Who's that? Prime?
Yeah, my connection moving dodgy. 1 sec.
Oh, so yeah, I said Egypt will be fine.
Who do they play?
Cape Verde, and they've already qualified.
Oh, yeah, they're
Cape Verde ain't gonna
Cape Verde on smoke.
Yeah, but they've already qualified. So Egypt, you must.
They're the only team to qualify so far.
You never want to take your foot off. You never want to take your foot off the gas, though. You never want to take your foot off the gas. For me. So if Cape Verde are legit, they won't take their foot off the gas.
Don't worry, Stafford. We don't forget.
Yeah, and Sunshine says, tell them anything lower than first place in the group is bottom. We have standards. Hey, like I said, man, before Salah 3 AFCONs in a row, Salah gets here, no AFCONs. Just saying.
It's pretty fun.
You're saying to it, man.
Uncomfortable conversations.
You're saying to it.
I said hashtag pray for Staffy.
And to Yon who says, can I take the name Sarcasm Town Studios? For what, Yon? What are you taking the name Sarcasm Town Studios for? Like, that's the question we gotta ask. Are you creating a studio?
It's copyright, man. It's copyright.
Is that what you're saying? Hey, Ram, what do you mean? Ram, don't do that about this guy, Flawless. Is what I stated a fact or not? Forget whether you like the way I delivered the message or not. Did you get the message? Was the message accurate?
Yeah. Facts don't care about feelings, a brave man once said.
Yeah,
these Liverpool fans get real emotional when it comes to Salah, man.
Like, I'm just asking right minute.
I'm keep it a bug with you. Yeah, I like my pick.
Who was your pick?
Hope he gets better. I heard he was kind of ill or something like that. So they should be straight though. Made an embarrassment out of fucking Onana. That shit, brother. I can't even. Oh my god, that game. Onana. You missed your flight to do that. You missed your flight to do that. Unbelievable. I used to defend this guy, yo. Crazy.
Hey, Ram, I'm hilarious. I know. You know what I'm saying? And see, Ram, you be lying, Ram. Don't be out here lying. Because look, but by the way, before Salah played for Egypt, 0 World Cup appearances. Salah plays 1 World Cup appearance. And then Staffy goes, Egypt had 2 World Cup appearances before that. Get out here with your lies, Ram. See?
Hey, Ram, respectively, stay out of African business, man. Stay out of African business.
Don't get involved.
Yeah, I've worked with Drifty before. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Drifty, big up Coppish, man. Real ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool fans I can tolerate, unlike Ryan and Ram. But yeah, continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button on the channel as well, people. No, I didn't watch the Onana cartoon, Sunshine. I was just like, I can't be bothered. Like, I just yeah, it was just.
There's an Onana cartoon.
Yeah. There's some joke cartoon going around, like of him. I was just like, it's just a joke. Yeah, it's just a joke.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I'm watching him for 90 minutes is enough of a cartoon for me, yo.
Yeah. It is. And the Warrior J says, by the way, Flawless, that Friday Man United Liverpool show got me in tears. Hey, that's Sarcasm City TV in a nutshell. You never know who's gonna show up, man. I always say it's like a Royal Rumble. I would say we had Saint in the building, Eddie was there, I was there, Tom Little shown up. month showing up. Yeah, man, great show. Even though it was Liverpool fans telling us how great their team is, but yeah, it was a great show.
We
It
had
really was.
That sounds like hell.
had to get out. We had to
Oh
get
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Having too much fun, dog. We had to get out the frame, bro.
Facts.
Oh my
Facts.
God.
Facts. 100%. But hey, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Steve's channel, Strasbourg Steve. The link is in the title. Well, it will be. 1 second.
No worries.
1 second. I'm gonna add it right now as we speak. Let me just show it. There we go. So yeah, the link for Steve's channel is in the title. Click the link, opens up a new tab, lets you know all the shows that are indeed coming up. Steve, let them know what you got coming up on your channel, all that good stuff. I'm literally just switching over now to set up this stream. So yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I got what's it called? This week I'm doing Granada versus Atletico Madrid. I got that on Monday, which is tomorrow for me, today for you guys. I got Celta Vigo, Real Sociedad, Copa del Rey, doing Feyenoord PSV on Wednesday. And then Thursday, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla. And then Friday, everybody be watching Tottenham Man City, so it don't really matter like that. But if you like to watch me watch Lyon versus Stade Rennais, that's what I'm doing. So that's the stuff I got coming on, really. So, but yeah, big up everybody in the chat. Make sure you're hitting the likes and subscribe to other guys' channels as well. So, but yeah, that's what I got going on, really. So
Yeah, I think that's coming.
and I'll be on the AFCON watch-alongs too. I will be. Like tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Safi, you're welcome to come to roll through for the watch along for or not
Egypt,
tomorrow.
Mozambique or something.
Is it tomorrow? Yeah,
That's
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Egypt,
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, as well. If you're not doing one on your channel, you're welcome to roll through anytime.
AFCON, you man got favorites yet? What you man saying in regards to favorites for that? As they change, should I say? As your favorites changed? Now we've had a couple
Master Morocco.
few days.
Master Morocco.
I like
I'm
my
sticking with Morocco.
I like my picks. Senegal out here scoring goals. I think know
Mm.
they got. I think they have the most complete team in the competition, and
They do.
Africa.
Wow.
So that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, Senegal, they're the most balanced, both offensively and defensively. Every other quote unquote like big nation or potential favorites have like somewhat deficiencies.
Is that I don't think Morocco. How about Morocco?
Morocco can't score really. They can defend brilliantly, but they just can't score. So I don't really trust Morocco. I don't trust Morocco.
I'll stick with Morocco, but yeah, Senegal have been the best team so far. It's not really a discussion, to be honest, because all of them slipped up. Cape Verde and yeah, for the underdog pick, they've just been lights out. Cape Verde, so they're gonna
Hey, this Cape Verde story is cute, man. You know, let's see how far
you just don't like underdogs, do you?
No, I'm saying let's see how far they go.
Oh, I don't think they'll go and win it. Do I think they'll make a good run in the tournament? It's looking likely, yeah. I'd probably say so.
That's why I said let's see how far they go.
Well, yeah. But
as long as Nigel, I'm happy.
All right. Are you not believing in Cape Verde? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think I don't know. I want to see how far they actually go.
Because they're good. Because they're definitely out their group, right? Well, yeah.
They've got 6 points. They got 6 points.
Yeah. So I thought as much. All right. Well, we go find out about them. You know what I'm saying? We gonna find out. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. We are gonna go we will be redirecting straight to Pro Clubs people. So over to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel as well. Yo, why am I just in the chat? Sure, man. Just talking rubbish. Go away. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. It is road to 10,000 subscribers. Big up to all the audio listeners as well. Don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, people, are available on audio-only platforms. So Spotify. So wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, type in Sarcasm City TV and you will get audio versions of all the shows on the channel. So Spotify, make sure you follow us 5-star us. All you Android users, everyone who uses Spotify for podcast and or music, hit us with the follow, 5-star us, Sarcasm City TV. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, 5-star us or leave us a review. Even if you don't listen on Spotify or iTunes, Apple Podcast, it all helps people because we're trying to grow on the audio platforms. Same way we're growing in the YouTube spaces, and the same way we're growing in the Twitch spaces. Same with SoundCloud as well. Hit us with the follow or wherever you listen to podcasts. But like I said, don't go anywhere because we will be redirected straight from here to the gaming channel where we will be running clubs for a little while, people. So yeah, I'm literally just going live right now as we speak, but just continue to show support, man. You lot are real ones. You know what I'm saying? Like you lot are real ones, man. Just continue to help the channel grow, which is mad. So yeah, we are gonna redirect straight over there right now, just as we go live here right now, people. So I'm just gonna set that up, but hit up the likes, make sure you hit the subscribe button, subscribe to Steve's channel again, link is in the title as well. And we gonna keep the show on the road tomorrow as well. Let me not forget, Talk Your Ish is back. That's the fan calling show. Talk Your Ish, the fan calling show, that is indeed back, people. So that's open for anybody to call in. That's open for anybody to call in, people. So feel free. Doesn't matter where you're calling in from, doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter how long you've been supporting the channel. Join and have your say. That's open. You just have to have your camera on, face facing forward. That's it. Big up Jacob as well. I just seen him for the raid, but we are going to be going to Sarcasm City TV game and YouTube channel as we speak, people. So yeah, that's where we will be heading to. But yeah, big up to Jacob. Make sure you subscribe to United Spurs of America. But yeah, Talk Your Ish, 4:30 p.m. UK time, 4:30 p.m. UK time. Then following that, Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show. So you'll find Steve on there, you'll find Ryan on there, Ahmed will be on there, Jez will be on there. And we just look back at the weekend's Premier League's games just gone. And then there's 5 different categories. We run polls for each category. And then, it's just a different show, people, interactive with you lot. But love to everyone that has locked in as well. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up and see you lot on the gaming channel right now. Salute.